Hello everyone, CodeOnBite here, and welcome to another episode of my Pokemon Sacred Gold walkthrough. So I'm stopping at the mart here. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Professor Elm's Aid, not egg. It'd be funny if you, well, I guess he is kind of an egghead, but you know. So yeah, so we just have to do this thing here. I'd like to buy a couple items at the mart, just for the journey. And let's see, we're kind of low on cash because, yes, finally we have awakenings. I can't really afford any burner ice heals, but we'll take a potion here. Just another one for good measure. And there we are. And we have this kimono girl here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take great care of this egg, don't you worry. When it hatches, I am going to keep the hatchling shut up in my PC for the rest of its life. Oh, thanks, Faulkner. You know, I enjoyed battling you too, and you put up a good fight. Okay, so before we head off, there's just a couple things that we need to do here. First, yes, I know. First, there's a Pokemon that I forgot to catch earlier. Well, I didn't forget, but I thought raising 3 Pokemon might have been a bit much. And it's also in Dark Cave, so I am going to go look for that Pokemon right now. And yeah, I'd like to have it on my team. And Larvitar is not the Pokemon that I would like to have on my team, so you can eat a Crabhammer, sir. But yeah, you can find a Larvitar in here. Be warned, though, it takes more experience to level up a Larvitar than it does most other Pokemon, so it's going to kind of drag the levels of the rest of your team down if you have one on your team. Just keep in mind. Just keep that in mind. And here it is, guys. Here is the Pokemon that I would like to add to my team. Yeah, I'm going to add a Bronzer to my team. I would like to use this as a dual screener. Well, actually a triple screener, because I do intend to have Safeguard on it so as to avoid having annoyance from like Confuse Rays and stuff. But yeah, I think it'll be quite useful for my team. And, yeah, let's see, I forget what I was going to name it. And guys, right now I just stopped the live narration and I'm doing an after-the-fact narration because something actually went wrong with my... I don't know what exactly it is. I think it was a setting that somehow got changed in OBS, Open Broadcast Software, which I just recently started using. I used Fraps for all my Minecraft videos, but I needed to use something different to be able to capture the emulator screen properly, so I switched to OBS. And so something went wrong like partway through the video, and it didn't record the voice, and so now I'm having to do a narration after the fact. But yeah, so now we have a Bronzor named Blocked, because it's going to set up dual screens for the rest of my team. Well, triple screens, actually. Hopefully I'll be able to find some light clay soon enough. Okay, so now we have 3 team members, and I'd say we are ready to head off to the cave thingy, and head off to, oh, I guess we're going this way. Dang, I hate doing narration after the fact. I really prefer doing live narration. Please just bear with me for the rest of this episode. Next episode, I'll get the dang sound to freaking record. And I'll even make sure that I have the thing open so that I can see the little thing vibrating as I'm talking and make sure that it's actually recording the sound. Although I thought I was doing that. Oh well, doesn't matter. And we just got the Miracle Seed, which is great, except that we don't have any grass types on our team. Maybe I should catch a grass type, and yeah, we're going to come up here and talk to these guys one at a time, because I really do prefer to avoid the double battle when possible, because it makes it harder to train certain Pokemon, and also when you have something that kind of has crappy defenses like LavaSnot, it's just more chaotic in a double battle, you know? So yeah, he's gonna... Oh wow, that trainer actually switched. I'd forgotten he did that, but that was quite smart of him. So I like how Drayano, you know, gave that kind of intelligence even to these random trainers on the route that aren't like gym leaders or anything. I wish trainers would do that more often. Like, I wish that was a very regular, you know, thing that you could actually learn to start trying to predict, you know, and then it could be a bit more like a competitive battle where you try to predict that he's going to go for Onix, so you go for the ground type move on the Slugma, which it doesn't have yet because it doesn't learn Earth Power till like level 60 or whatever. Oh, I guess you could put Solar Beam on it, and if you had the Sun up. As long as the rock type that's switching in isn't Tyranitar or Hippowdon. Anyone else find the animation that Mareep makes when it comes out of the Pokeball annoyingly long? I don't know, I've always found that kind of annoying. God, I hate this, I hate these after the fact narration. It feels awkward to me. And we're just gonna drop a rock on top of that balloon to cause it to crash. And we'll just hit this thing with another Ember. Yeah, I really should be actually talking about what's happening on the screen. See, this is why I prefer live narration, because I have like really bad ADHD, and so if I do after the fact narration, there's a term for it that I'm forgetting, like a total YouTube noob. But if I do these the after the fact narration, I completely lose track of what's going on in the game and just start rambling about something random, something that, you know, may or may not be interesting. But it's still random, and I should be talking about, I should be saying something like, oh, we're going to challenge this trainer now. Like all the good YouTubers are doing. The ones where I watch their videos, and then I'm shocked to realize that they're not narrating while they're playing, but they're doing it after the fact. I'm thinking, wow. So we're going to hit this thing with another Ember. Double Kick doesn't do too much damage. And I really kind of wish I had Flame Body, but, you know, it's just not, it's worth, trust me, it's worth it to have the solid rock on Magcargo, but it is annoying for these first 38 levels that we have to raise freaking Slugma up to get to Magcargo. Well, I guess it's 18 levels now, so 18 levels to go. And trust me, I am going to be counting the levels until we get Magcargo, because Slugma is really annoying. Drayano did not buff Slugma at all. Oh, well, we'll just Crab Hammer that thing. Yeah, gotta talk about what's going on the screen. Gotta talk about what's going on the screen. Oh, I learned Protect. You know, I actually really like that move. Obviously, it's really annoying when the in-game, when the NPCs use it, and then try to use it twice in a row, and then every once in a while they'll actually get the double or triple Protect, but it's like, but when you know, it's actually quite a useful move. Like, let's say you're fighting, we'll say Blaine, and he uses Sunny Day. Well, Sunny Day is kind of bad news for your water type, because it's cutting the damage that your water type moves are doing in half, and giving him a big advantage. So what do? Well, one thing you can do is you can Protect every other turn, since he only has 5 turns of sunlight. That's just one example of how you can use Protect. Another way you can use it is, well, anyone remember back in Ruby and Sapphire? Remember 5th Gym Leader, where you fight your dear old dad? Imagine how useful Protect would be against that. So Slacking can only attack every other turn, so you attack when it's loafing around, and then you Protect when it actually has a turn to do something. If you have a Pokemon with Protect against Slacking, and then let's say that you have a move like Bulk Up on that Pokemon that can be used to set up, or like Bulk Up or Sword Stance, then you can, you know, get up to like +6 attack and just destroy that thing. And oh, I guess we're fighting a Diglett now, huh? And I'm gonna. That was lucky. That was really lucky that I was able to switch out there, because that Diglett could have had Arena Trap and then KO'd me with Magnitude. Oh, yeah, I think it could have. Slugma has really bad defenses, although Diglett's attack isn't all that impressive. And wow, Hypnosis actually hit. I believe Drayano buffed the accuracy of Hypnosis to 70%, so... and I think he probably did that to make Morty a bit more challenging to face. You know, good for him. Always up for a challenging fight, that's why I'm playing this hack. Oh, good, we got blocked up a level. I don't care about Imprison, it's not... Although I could, you know, that could actually be useful if I don't want to get put to sleep, but I don't know. Blocked is eventually going to learn Safeguard, and I just think Safeguard's much better for that, because it protects your entire team from any status, from any of their opposing Pokemon for 5 turns, which is plenty of time for you to take advantage of. So, I don't think Imprison's very useful. But I'm glad that it's leveling up because, well, I'd kind of like to get it up to level with the rest of my team by the time we face Whitney, because I think that it's going to be really helpful against her. I'm not going to say too much more right now because I don't want to spoil my secret plan to deal with her. That's right. Everyone who does Let's Play, it seems like they always have this big, secret, devious plan to deal with Whitney. They don't have a big, secret, special plan for any of the other gym leaders, but it's always Whitney because I think we all remember, all the frustration we went through when we first played Pokemon Gold and Silver, not Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but the original Gold, Silver, Game Boy Color games way back in the day, and we had to deal with that freaking Miltank. I think we all remember that, right? So we all kind of hate Whitney a little bit. Well, more than a little bit. I mean, like, I hate her a lot. She's just annoying. And the thing that really made it bad is that she started off by saying, everyone else was into Pokemon, so I got into it too. And you think, oh, you're one of those people who just does something because they think it's a cool thing to do. And I am not going to go up there because there's a guy that has 6 Magikarps. Although I guess I am going to go up there because I have faith that Drayano got rid of all the Magikarps. But yeah, so that just kind of added insult to injury, because then it's like, oh, you just lost. You actually are doing this because you really enjoy it, but you just lost to someone who's only doing it because all the cool kids were doing it, and it's just like, ugh. I remember at the time I was trying to beat her with a Beedrill, because Beedrill is like, well, and still kind of is in a sort of nostalgic way, was my favorite Pokemon, and I thought it was the best thing ever, and everyone kept telling me, Codon, Beedrill sucks, look at its stats, it really, really sucks. Okay, seriously, I hate to break it to you, but, I mean, it looks cool, but it sucks, and it's like, no, Beedrill's awesome, Beedrill's really awesome, Beedrill's the best bug type in the game. And people were saying, no, Codon, that would be Scythe, or Scissor, I guess, at this point. Maybe Heracross, Scissor, Heracross, one of those. Fortress is also pretty good, but not Beedrill. Beedrill sucks. Drayano, I'm disappointed. You left in the Magikarp guy. And actually, I think Magikarp, he may have given Magikarp some different moves. Yeah, see, it's only at level 10, yet it has Tackle. And anyone who's ever actually tried to raise a Magikarp, not like, oh, you get to the point in the game where all your pokes are at level 30, and then you catch the Magikarp and it gets to level 20 in no time. Oh, yeah, see, it's at level 15, and he gave it Bubble. Of course Rock Throw missed. How can you miss Magikarp? It's just flopping there right in front of you. I don't know which is more pathetic, Magikarp's defense or LavaSnot's attack, but they're both combining together and canceling each other out to make Rock Throw do decent damage to it. Oh, okay, so that's not... He did get rid of the 6 Magikarp guy. He gave that guy a Feebas, which is cool. So that guy has all of the crappy unevolved water types. Oh yeah, I'm healing up there. I remember. Just forgetting to look at the little bottom screen that I had. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the layout I had. I set it up in OBS, and I'm kind of an OBS newbie, but, I think if it's full screen, you can kind of read what's on the bottom screen. Because I did that because it always annoys me when you can't see the bottom screen at all in other Let's Plays. But then again, it also annoys me when they make them both the same size, and so you're looking at this tiny little top screen in the, in this vertically aligned video, and it's bad. So I thought this layout would be good. And I'm going for the Crab Hammer against this Poliwag because Crab Hammer is so much more powerful than my... Oh wait, no, I'm not going for it because it has... Poliwag has Water Absorb, but against most water types, even a resisted Crab Hammer is going to be stronger than a neutral Vice Grip, because remember, Corphish has adaptability, which makes makes your stab multiplier 2 instead of 1.5. So Crab Hammer, a base 90 power move, goes up to a base 180, and so then if it's a resisted hit, it's basically just back to a base 90, whereas Vice Grip is only a base, I think it's, 65, 55 or something? I forget. But yeah. And yeah, it is kind of annoying to be put to sleep. But yeah, here it is. I'm going for the Crab Hammer. And it's just gonna one-shot that Remoraid, because that's what Mary does. She's badass. You don't mess with Mary, okay? Oh wait, yeah. Wait a second. It just said blocked grew to level 9. Oh guys, you know what happened? I remember what happened. There is a point where I accidentally had to where the ROM crashed, and I lost some of my adventures, so I had to go back, but I didn't. But I had forgotten to put the EXP share on blocked the second time through this route. So yeah, I actually did this route twice, and I think that's why. Yeah, that's why I decided not to replay it a third time to get the video correct, because it was just getting like, well, I've already kind of played through this twice, and ew, you're selling slope. You are a sick person. You are sick. They ought to lock you up. You are sick. Come on, LavaSnot. Why don't you beat the crap out of that guy? Beat him up. You know what? Why don't you slither over that guy and cover him in your hot lava ooziness? He deserves it. He cuts off Slowpoke tails. Guy is sick. And that fisherman that's next to there, I think if you talk to him, you'll actually get a TM03 for Water Pulse, which is useful at this point in the game. And for that TM, just blow it on any water type you have, even though you're eventually going to replace it with Surf, because again, once you get the HM for Surf, that TM is completely obsolete and useless. I mean, I guess unless you're planning on catching a Jirachi and using it on that to have a 40% chance of confusion. But other than that, it's kind of useless. And by the time you can get Jirachi, you'll get another TM for Water Pulse from Misty, so yeah. None of the Pokemon other than Mary can learn it, and Mary, of course, already has Crab Hammer, and she's a physical attacker, so she wouldn't want Water Pulse even if she didn't have Crab Hammer. I think that normally she'd learn Bubble Beam at this level, which is slightly more powerful than Water Pulse. No, I'm not picking Apricorns, because they're useless. Oh, okay. Still not worth it. In the day that it would take the Apricorns to grow, I would have I've probably have completed my team, because yeah, I have tomorrow off work, so I'm gonna just play a whole bunch, make sure to save a lot so that I don't have the ROM crashing and me losing a bunch of my adventure. And ooh, a Soothe Bell. So yeah, if you catch one of those Pokemon that has to be be made fully happy before it will evolve, Golbat is one, and let's see, Badoo is one, and with Badoo it's particularly important because there are a bunch of moves that Roselia learns that Badoo does not, and so getting it happy as quickly as possible before it levels up too much and misses out on all these moves is really important, or it's just really convenient. Ooh, I like this guy. He has Elekid. Elekid's a pretty nice Pokemon. It has a fairly wide move pool for an electric type, which is really nice. Okay, Oddish. Oh good, it used Poison Powder. Whenever an Oddish uses some sort of powder, I'm just glad if it's not Sleep Powder, to be honest. I mean, what? The poison's gonna do, like, what? 12%, 25% of my health, probably, by the time I finish this battle. Well, maybe a little more, but I can just heal it. Whereas being put to sleep is just really annoying. Regular poison's really not that scary. And of course, well, I guess here it is a little annoying because it makes me switch out, and I do want to get LavaSnot up a level, but, and oh, I should have just switched into, blocked because it has the confusion, but I wasn't thinking at the time. Again, as I said, I kind of had to play through this part of this route twice, so that was kind of annoying. Yeah, whenever you're playing a game on an emulator, particularly a DS emulator, make sure you save a lot. And each time you save, make sure you I'm sure I've said this before, but you gotta shut off the emulator and start it back up again, because some emulators don't actually write the save file to disk until you shut it off. I come to think of it, I think this is the 5th time I've mentioned that, so you're probably all hitting the unsubscribe button right now. But yeah, I've been screwed by that a couple times. Remember one time I made it all the way to like the 5th gym, and yeah, this is back when I didn't have a job and was just well, I was supposed to be doing schoolwork, but that didn't exactly happen. Oh, Wild Machop. And I seem to recall this part of the adventure being quite annoying with all the wild battles, so I guess it is kind of good that I'm doing an after-the-fact narration for this, because then I can just keep the narration smooth while, you know, over all the wild battles, without having to stop and remember what I was talking about each time we have a wild battle, or worse, just not edit out the wild battle. Oh, cool. Good. We have a Vulpix, so we're just going to drop some rocks on it. I was wondering why I was able to outspeed a Vulpix, and yeah, that would explain it. The fact that it used Roar. Roar and Whirlwind have negative priority, so they'll basically always go last. And here, we're learning Imprison again, because, yeah. Let's see, I wonder what's down here, and apparently some sort of wild Pokemon. Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, you can catch Gibble down here, if you want. I'm not going to use it on my team, although I did consider it, but there are other physical sweepers that I want to use, and that's really the only thing that Gibble would be doing on my team. But yeah, I did consider using a Garchomp, because Garchomp is a really good Pokemon, and unlike some... And what? Wait a second, that egg's hatching already? That egg never hatches. How did it... I didn't even run around very much. I mean, I basically just went to the shop, got the egg, and then I walked down here. Why is it hatching? And I did have to run back maybe twice to get healed, and I did do a little running around in Dark Cave looking for Bronzor, but, like, come on. How... Oh, I know what it is. It's Slugma. The abilities Magma Armor and Flame Body will have the number of steps that you have to take to hatch an egg that's in your party. So, yeah, if you want to breed Pokemon, grab yourself a Slugma. Unfortunately, the Solid Rock ability does not have that effect, so we're going to lose this perk of having Slugma on our team once it evolves. But you know what? Trust me, it's worth it, because the changes... I remember I used a Magcargo the first time I ever played through this hack, and it was pretty dang awesome. So yeah, definitely glad I have it. Well, I'll be glad when it evolves. And that Crabhammer there killed like 5 Onyxes, by the way. Adaptability Stab. Super duper effective. You know, I probably could have taken out the Geodude because it has such awful special defense. But it may have also been able to take me out with Magnitude, depending on what roll it got. So... Oh, good. Okay, we're getting to level 13. Nose Pass. Nose Pass... Its nose has always reminded me of my mom's nose when she's angry. The way she kind of wrinkles it up. I'm just really glad my mom's not into Pokemon and won't see this or hear that. But yeah, Nosepass is always not so much that sprite of it, but the sprite in like Ruby and Sapphire, the first games where it appeared in. It was like that's kind of what I was like. Ugh. I remember I was kind of scared when I went up against Roxanne, and of course I'd chosen the fire type starters, so it was a little bit more challenging than if I'd chosen. Although not really, because it was a level 16 Cumbuskin, I think. Oh wait, no, it wasn't, because I decided that I wanted a Dustox and a Zigzagoon and a Puchaina on my team, so I already had 4 Pokemon by the time I got there, and so they were all kind of low in the level. But you know, I think I had the Dustox already, so yeah, I'd managed to get the Wurmple to level 10, so I had a Dustox and I was able to do some confusion. But Rock Tomb, man, the first time I saw the Rock Tomb animation, that really kind of scared me. And what am I trying to forget here? Oh yeah, Confuse Ray. Again, I'm not going to get too much use for it, because once I get to Goldenrod, and oh, hi Charmander. Oh, Drayano gave it Metal Claw. Charmander actually lost Metal Claw from its moveset after the 3rd generation. Wow, you can't even take out a Charmander that's like 7 levels lower. And I used an Ember, and I think that may have been kind of risky, because I believe Charmander can have Flash Fire in this hack. But I guess that one didn't. It's a 50-50 toss-up as to whether the starters get the different ability that Drayano gave them, or their original Blaze, Overgrow, or whatever ability. Okay, cool. I think there's plenty of Pokemon in this world for both of us. I'm not really after legendaries. Oh, I Slowpoke. I'm going to show you that my water type's better than your water type. My water type's better than your water type. Oh, you've got a water gun? That's cute. Well, eat a crab hammer, Slowpoke. You can growl all you want. You're still going to die to crab hammer. And we just killed about 3 Cubones with that. You teach him, Mary. You show him what's what. Mary's just owning everything. Yeah. And yeah, you can actually find Cubone here. I was really tempted to use it on my team simply because it learns some really powerful ground type moves really early in the game. And ground is just a really useful offensive type. I mean, it hits 5 types super effectively, and you know, so that's pretty good. And it also hits the rock and steel super effectively, which is quite useful. It's just really awesome, and I'm not going to be able to run. This is a really annoying thing about having Slugma your party. You can't run from anything ever, from any wild battle. You can never run. But yeah, and a level 21 Cubone learns Bone Club, or Bone Meringue, which is a 50 base power ground type move that always hits twice. So it's essentially as powerful as Earthquake. It's essentially like an Earthquake, but one that can like break through substitutes or a Focus Sash or something. Not that you ever get these with the in-game play. You deal with that in-game, but in competitive battling, it's useful. It's only 90% accurate, and as we all know. And oh yeah, LavaSnot, she's not too happy about the rain. I can imagine. If I were made of lava boogies, I wouldn't be too happy about the rain either. Yeah, we'll put Mary up front, because she really enjoys the rain. Oh, you think that cave was big? Let me tell you about Mount Moon, and all the Zubats in there. Let me tell you about that. Yeah, no, Mount Moon's way bigger than that, at least it always seemed like that. And there are those 2 areas with the ladder that you go down that just kind of end up being dead ends, and of course getting to each one is kind of time consuming with the freaking wild encounters that you're always getting. And yep, rain boosted, adaptability boosted, stab boosted, Mary's awesomeness attack stat boosted, crab hammer 4 times super effective on a Geodude that's like a bunch of levels lower equals we just killed about 20 Geodudes right there. So yeah. The next 20 Geodudes are already dead because Mary already killed them. The next 20 Geodudes that we face. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, guys, so apparently this is the end of the episode. I wasn't really watching the little slider thingy, but this is the end. So I will see you guys next time. The next time I will make sure the sound works, I hope. Yes, I will.